People who have only fans, what is stopping you from upgrading to an air conditioner? I like talking into it and sounding like a robot. I do this. I'm 38. My wife thinks she married a moron, don't want to disappoint her. Hopefully she's not an English major, then you might disappoint her with your spelling. I am Iron Man. He was turned to steel, in the great magnetic field. When he traveled time, for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. He just stares at the world. Oh Lord, yeah. I'm still waiting for my only fan, so I can afford one. The one and only fan. Serious answer, a fan uses about 1/10 the electricity. Yeah, our electricity bill during summer is higher than winter, and we have a long cold winter. Trying to manage when we let run the air conditioner and the fans, so we can save a bit of money without burning the hell our apartment can be. Pretty much same situation here. Apartment is pretty big and is in an old building with zero insulation. I tried air conditioning one summer and it literally doubled my electricity bill, which was already obscenely high. Winter we don't heat much and wear warmer clothes, but summer, it gets suffocating and my asthma flares up with the heat and humidity, so it's kind of must. I'm Korean and I enjoy the thrill of electric fans. You just don't get that genuine life or death scenario with ACs. Source: web link. Funnily enough, my best friend has the reverse fear. They think they need the central AC fan or overhead fan on, or else they will suffocate. RIP to our pre-fan and pre-AC ancestors. Always wondered why all my great-great ancestors are dead. I've always wondered, does that apply to ceiling fans as well? Somehow I feel like they're safer, even though I don't think standing fans will kill you either. Edit. Loving all the ceiling fan injuries, but I was wondering if the fear of dying of having a ceiling fan on exists in Korea, not about their actual danger. Ceiling fans are too big to chop up oxygen. I mean they are, but all fans are too. Well, it depends on the speed of said fans. See, I always have the fear that my ceiling fan whirling at the speed of sound might just fall off and crush me in the middle of the night. Have you ever replaced or installed a ceiling fan? They're not heavy enough to crush you. Especially if it's close enough in your bedroom that you can touch it when standing on the bed. It would be more of an oof situation, haha. Probably some bruising. Maybe some cuts from glass breaking, assuming it has lights. I'd imagine that your comforter heats would mostly protect from that though. The likelihood that it'd fall is so slim as to be non-existent though. Here's why. The wires are usually enough to hold it, especially if solid core copper wire like is typically used for the grounding wire, and there's also usually a thing, type depends on the fan, that will hold it up there while you're hooking up the wires. If the fan fell, it'd get caught on that pre-wiring hook/ball holder thing before it fell on you. Having said that, if you sleep under a huge industrial fan that's 2 or 3 stories up, all bets are off. That would hurt a lot more, hee hee. Then again, those are usually attached much more strongly than house fans. Edit. Ceiling fans typically weigh as much as a baby. Could you handle a baby falling onto your chest from a few feet above? Then you'll be fine, thumbs up. Wow, thank you for this. I'm not original poster, but this put me at ease. This comment does not apply to the Big Butt Fans brand. They would so kill you, smiley face. I remember staying at a hostel in San Diego a few years back, and there were 2 Korean girls staying in the same room as me. They would wait till they thought everyone else was asleep and then turn the ceiling fan off. Kind of sucked in the middle of July. Shout out to Lucky D's. Why didn't you get up and turn it back on? He's not a murderer. Ceiling fans are just as dangerous as standing fans, which is a roundabout way of saying they're both not dangerous. I read somewhere that fan death is used to cover a suicide as it is less embarrassing to the family. Yes, hanging is a common suicide method in many parts East Asia, thus the death by asphyxiation, and the excuse is that the fan suffocates you if left on overnight. Ironically, suicide is a common cover for accidental death from autoerotic asphyxiation, especially among teenagers. It's super dangerous, don't do it. Oh, could be. Other countries use died peacefully in his sleep to cover for suicide, maybe worst Korea and best Korea should follow suit too. Fun fact, fans cannot kill you in the US, their superpower is only activated in Korea. Crossing the border to North Korea, that superpower still remains. Fun fact, fans cannot kill you in the US, tell that to John Lennon. I love this particular Wikipedia article because if you read the Korean language version 1, via machine translation, my Korean is terrible, the tone of that article is much less skeptical. Another great pair is the English, and, turn N to it and you get the corresponding Italian. Web link. Now that is fascinating, I never thought to try that before. I wonder if there have been tons of editor wars between anyone who is bilingual and contributes to both articles. I wonder now about the Japanese wiki pages on the invasion of Manchuria and the rape of Nanjing. Japanese Wikipedia calls it Nanjing Massacre in the title but Nanjing Incident below. Surprisingly enough, Turkish Wikipedia does call the Armenian genocide a genocide. Web link. I don't speak Italian, what is the tone of the last article? Just judging by the title, I'd say it's more assured of Knox's guilt. The English is Amanda Knox whereas the Italian is the homicide of victim. I'm an average fan enjoyer. I like when the fan blows air into my butthole. What did you do to your first cat? It was never proven. Yo, if he's out effing cats, a wonder goat might want to steer clear of this dude, just in case. Unfortunately so, but I will avenge my earthly brethren. What? You heard me. I did. I just. WHY? Hey, $20 is $20. $20 for 20 sucks. 20 sucks for good luck. 20 ducks who give an F. User of Swift Ducks. Reddit link. I like to feel like a balloon being blown up by a child with asthma in a smoke-filled room. That is an image. Virgin Aircon user versus Chad fan enjoyer. It took me way too long to get this joke. I need more coffee. I didn't realize it was a joke until you said it was. I am 1/4 into my coffee. You guys just convinced me to get out of bed as I'm in the same boat. I should buy a boat. We're going to need a bigger boat. The power of Reddit. What's the joke? I don't get it. Edit, okay thanks. I got it. Laughing out loud thanks Reddit. And yes, I definitely didn't know about this site or what the hell all this was about. But had loads of fun reading the response. The joke is that he's talking about fans that blow air, and not the dirty site you're thinking of, you pervert. There's a dirty site about fans? Yeah. Don't go there though, it blows. Web link. You're too pure for Reddit, leave before they F up your mind and you turn out like the rest of us. Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child. Wow, I'm an idiot. I've been scrolling this thread for the past 5 to 10 minutes and just now got the joke. Oh well, at least your mom is free on Friday night. That's just cold. You think so? Maybe I'm just conditioned to it. Wow, that blew me away. Y'all need to chill. Nah, I'm warming up to the puns. I agree, some of those puns were fire as F. Some are just a hot take. To be honest, this comment section is pretty lit. First one was a clean burn. Cooler than you think. You guys are just fanning the flames further. F you, Shorsey. FUIT_dude. I fisted your mom so deep last night I thought I was auditioning to work on Sesame Street. F you Shorsey. Fuge Coachling. Your mom invites me back for coffee so often, she might as well be a Starbucks rep. F you, Shorsey. F you sour puss pro. Your mom likes it so deep my dick thought it was in the Mariana Trench. F you Shorsey. F you Dark Templar 26. Last night your mom was so wet, her lady started singing Love Is All Around. Can confirm. F you Shorsey. This is gold. Sounds like you still have an R22 unit, my friend. Ouch, look into a sustainable drop-in replacement Freon. The options have gotten cheaper since the Clean Air Act. My R2 unit had a bad motivator. I can't have sex with an air conditioner. I feel like this gives more questions than answers. Trust me, you don't want to know the answers to all of those questions. Try me. Someone try him. Link me to his only air conditioners. I'll be the first to subscribe. Subscribe first, question later. First come, first perv. Blow me. Bite me, in a sexual way. r/username checks out. Reddit link. Instructions unclear, dick stuck in ceiling fan. That's the OnLevan you shouldn't have used. True. You can only get a blowjob. I mean, what do you think the compressor's function is? You can literally do anything at least once. Not with that attitude. Not with that altitude. Amateur. Anything's a sex toy if you're brave enough. The sound of the fan drowns the deafening silence of dread in my life. Sire, don't speak the truth. I used to have aircon, but then I switched to only using fan as it really helps me wake up better in the morning. My mouth is less dry and it makes waking up easier too, since I won't drag my waking up from being too comfy. So sleep in a lava pit and you'll have no problem? Also, the mouth less dry thing might be because the air conditioning also dehumidifies. Unsure if there are ways to mitigate that. A humidifier. This is how you get thunderstorms in your bedroom. Or in your car. YouTube link. Air conditioners were developed to be dehumidifiers. They condition the air. The fact that they cool stuff was an unintentional byproduct that turned out to be way more useful. I had a look on Wikipedia. It says, electricity made development of effective units possible. In 1901, American inventor Willis H. Carrier built what is considered the first modern electrical air conditioning unit 15, 16, 17, 18. In 1902 he installed his first air conditioning system, in the Sackett-Wilhelms Lithographing and Publishing Company in Brooklyn, New York. 19. His invention controlled both the temperature and also the humidity, which helped maintain consistent paper dimensions and ink alignment at the printing plant. Later, together with 6 other employees, Carrier formed the Carrier Air Conditioning Company of America, a business which in 2020 employed 53,000 employees and was valued at $18.6 billion. 2021. In 1906, Stewart W. Kramer of Charlotte, North Carolina was exploring ways to add moisture to the air in his textile mill. Kramer coined the term air conditioning, using it in a patent claim he filed that year as analogous to water conditioning, then a well-known process for making textiles easier to process. He combined moisture with ventilation to condition and change the air in the factories, controlling the humidity so necessary in textile plants. Willis Carrier adopted the term and incorporated it into the name of his company. 22. So it looks like they were first developed to control temperature and humidity, but that the name air conditioning originated specifically from someone who was more concerned about humidity control. The previous paragraph is even more interesting. The 19th century included a number of developments in compression technology. In 1820, English scientist and inventor Michael Faraday discovered that compressing and liquefying ammonia could chill air when the liquefied ammonia was allowed to evaporate. 12. In 1842, Florida physician John Gorey used compressor technology to create ice, which he used to cool air for his patients in his hospital in Apalachicola, Florida. He hoped to eventually use his ice-making machine to regulate the temperature of buildings 12-13, and envisioned centralized air conditioning that could cool entire cities. Gorey was granted a patent in 1851, but following the death of his main backer he was not able to realize his invention. Sweat is a free lubricant. I can deal with the downsides. You're right, sweat is a free lubricant, but your mom still makes me shower first. F you Shorsey. Huh, that's weird. How come she doesn't make me shower? Don't know, maybe cause my gran didn't get me an Axe spray gift set at Christmas. The fan chops up the oxygen molecules and makes it more easier for me to suck M down. Edit, a silver for this comment? Thank you. I feel like that prostitute in Pretty Woman. Yeah, they turn the O2 molecules to two O molecules. One O for each nostril. Each nostril? Y'all only got two? You have an extra hole? No, you don't understand how chemical bonds work. Haha, fan goes chop chop. Yeah, the bonds can be confusing, it's O2 not 007. It's bond. Chemical bond. License to chill. Two chemists walk into a bar. The first one says to the bartender, I'll have an H2O. The second one says, I'll have a H2O as well, making sure to not have his order confused with H2O2. The second chemist died anyway, because the bartender was a chemistry student who had been waiting his whole life for this. Everybody gangsta until 3 oxygen atoms bond back and create ozone that enters your lungs. Ozone is a quantum chemical. The third O atom simultaneously travels up each nostril, unless you observe it, in which case its wave function collapses and, if it's in your nasal passages you get a cold, in your lungs you get lung cancer, TB if it's O18, and leukemia if it is observed in the blood, possibly. Checks out, those are science words. Original poster replies. Wait. You aren't the prostitute in Pretty Woman? Unlock this answer for $70. I keep sliding debit cards into my fan but it keeps slicing them up like they're oxygen molecules. I'm almost out of debit cards, do you accept credit? I'll call tomorrow. You'll call now. I'll call now. Because an air conditioner won't show me its butthole for $2.99 a month. Your fan has a butthole? Odd. Everything has a butthole if you're hard enough. Staring at brick wall. Costs too much on my power bill. I live on the ocean and the breeze is my air conditioner. Kowalski, speak American. 3 with like 0.2 eagle lifetimes above 1/4 bald eagle temperature there is no point in buying. I think they don't need air conditioning, because they like to be naked. Millions of years of evolution did not prepare me for this. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.